Every farmer dreams of a huge, healthy harvest, but there's one enemy standing in the way: pests. They can destroy months of hard work in just days. In this video, we'll break down the most effective pest control methods to guarantee bigger, healthier, and more profitable yields. You've spent months nurturing your crops, but suddenly, you notice holes in leaves, spots on fruit, and wilting plants. This is the work of a relentless, invisible army pests, the #1 threat to your yield. But you can fight back with science, strategy, and smart techniques. Let's dive into the world of pest control and build your ultimate pest fighting arsenal. Before we fight, we need to know our enemy. Pests come in 3 main categories: insects, weeds, and diseases. Insects like aphids and caterpillars suck sap or chew leaves, quickly damaging crops. Weeds compete for sunlight, water, and nutrients, choking out your plants. Diseases, caused by fungi, bacteria, and viruses, can devastate crops almost overnight. Identifying the specific pest is crucial. The wrong treatment wastes time and money. Become a detective. Examine damage, look for clues, and use apps or extension services for ID. Chewed leaves? Likely caterpillars or beetles. Sticky residue? Aphids or whiteflies. White powder on leaves? That's probably powdery mildew. Each pest leaves a signature. Learn to read it. Skipping identification is like treating an illness without a diagnosis. Once you know the culprit, you can choose the right weapon: insecticide, herbicide, fungicide, or a biological solution. This targeted approach is the foundation of smart farming. Scouting and identification are non-negotiable first steps. Use magnifying glasses, take photos, and consult resources. The more you know, the faster you can act. Early detection means easier, more effective control. Don't guess. Make data-driven decisions. With the right ID, you're ready to build a targeted plan of attack. Let's move on to the tools you'll use. Sometimes, pest outbreaks demand immediate action. This is where chemical control comes in. Pesticides, herbicides, and fungicides can quickly stop infestations and save your crop. Their biggest advantage: speed and effectiveness in emergencies. But with power comes responsibility. Overuse leads to resistant superpests and harms beneficial insects, soil, and water. Always rotate chemicals to prevent resistance and use only when necessary. Follow label instructions exactly. Dosage, timing, and safety gear are non-negotiable. Spot treat problem areas instead of blanket spraying entire fields. Use technology like GPS sprayers or drones for precision. Create buffer zones to protect waterways, and apply when pollinators are least active. Chemical control is a tool, not a crutch. It's best used as part of a larger strategy, not the only solution. Think of it as your emergency response, not your daily routine. The goal: protect your crop now, but also safeguard your farm's future. Use chemicals smartly, sparingly, and strategically. Always balance immediate needs with long-term sustainability. Remember, the label is the law. Never cut corners. Protect yourself, your workers, and your environment. Chemical control is powerful, but only when used wisely. Let's explore safer, sustainable options next. What if you could fight pests with nature's own army? Welcome to biological control. This method uses beneficial insects, predators, and microbes to keep pests in check. Ladybugs devour aphids, lacewings hunt soft-bodied insects, and parasitic wasps target caterpillars. Microbes, like Bacillus thuringiensis, BT, kill specific pests but are harmless to people and pollinators. The beauty of biological control? Sustainability. Once established, beneficials can manage pests year after year with little intervention. Pests rarely develop resistance to being eaten or parasitized. This approach reduces chemical use and supports a balanced ecosystem. It's slower than chemicals, so it works best as prevention, not emergency response. Create habitats for beneficials. Plant flowers for nectar. Avoid broad-spectrum sprays. Farmscaping attracts and sustains your good bugs. Be patient. Nature takes time to restore balance. Biological control requires knowledge and observation. Don't undermine your beneficials with incompatible sprays. When done right, you become a habitat manager, not just a pest exterminator. This method is eco-friendly, cost-effective, and rewarding. It's about working with nature, not against it. Biological control is a key pillar of modern pest management. Let's look at more hands-on, practical methods next. Combine these strategies for the best results. Sometimes, the simplest solutions are the most effective. Enter cultural and mechanical methods. Crop rotation breaks pest cycles by denying them their favorite food year after year. Tillage can bury weed seeds and disrupt soil-dwelling pests, but use it wisely to avoid erosion. Hand-picking pests or blasting them off with water is direct and effective for small areas. Sticky and pheromone traps monitor and reduce pest populations. Sanitation is crucial. Remove diseased plants and keep fields weed-free to eliminate pest habitats. Proper plant spacing improves airflow, reducing disease risk. Adjust planting times to avoid peak pest seasons. These methods are low-cost, preventative, and form the backbone of integrated pest management. They reduce pest pressure from the start, making other controls less necessary. Think of them as your farm's immune system, strong, resilient, and always working. Observation and planning are key. Know your land and act early. These practices require effort, but pay off in healthier crops and fewer problems. They're not flashy, but they're essential for long-term success. Use them alongside other methods for best results. Smart, simple actions can save you time and money. Build these habits into your routine. A clean, well-managed farm is your best defense. Work smarter, not harder. Now let's explore natural pesticides for even more options. Looking for a middle ground? Organic and natural pesticides offer effective eco-friendly options. Neem oil from the neem tree repels and disrupts pests' growth cycles. DIY sprays, like chili garlic or soap water, deter and kill soft-bodied insects. Diatomaceous earth, a natural powder, dehydrates crawling pests. These solutions are safer for beneficial insects and break down quickly in the environment. But natural doesn't mean harmless. Always wear gloves and goggles, and follow instructions. Some, like pyrethrin, can still harm bees and fish, so apply carefully. Natural pesticides often require more frequent application since they degrade faster. They're ideal for organic farms or anyone wanting to reduce synthetic chemical use. Use them as part of a broader pest management plan. They're effective, but diligence is key. Reapply after rain and monitor results. These options add flexibility to your pest control toolbox. Harness nature's defenses to protect your crops. Combine with other methods for a holistic approach. Choose the right tool for your specific pest and situation. Now, let's see how to bring all these strategies together. The smartest strategy isn't picking just one method, it's combining them all. That's Integrated Pest Management, or IPM. IPM is a holistic, ecosystem-based approach focused on long-term prevention and smart intervention. Start with prevention, crop rotation, sanitation, and healthy soil. Monitor your fields. Scout regularly and use traps to track pest levels. Set action thresholds. Only intervene when pests reach damaging levels. Always start with the least risky method: mechanical, cultural, or biological controls. Escalate to natural or targeted pesticides if needed. Reserve broad-spectrum chemicals as a last resort for emergencies. This stepwise approach saves money, protects beneficials, and reduces resistance. IPM is cost-effective, sustainable, and better for the environment. It requires observation, planning, and adaptability. Manage your farm as a living ecosystem, not just a collection of crops. The result? Healthier plants, fewer pests, and higher profits. IPM is the future of farming: smart, resilient, and sustainable. Be proactive, not reactive. Use knowledge as your main weapon. With IPM, you're always one step ahead. Let's wrap up with your action plan. You now have a complete battle plan to protect your harvest. The key is a smart, integrated approach. Know your enemy, use diverse tools, and adapt to your farm's needs. Combine chemical, biological, cultural, and natural methods for the best results. Every farm is unique. Experiment, observe, and refine your strategy. The power to boost your yields and protect your crops is in your hands. If you found this video helpful, like, subscribe, and share with fellow farmers. Let's grow healthy together.